What's going on, guys? Shane here. So today I'm going to share with you 3 heavy bag drills that you can incorporate into your training, and this is going to work for boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA. The first thing is you want to make sure that you warm up properly, all right? Before you start doing these, you want to make sure that you properly move with the bag, all right? You're going to keep your wrist straight when you're throwing these punches. Of course, keep the opposite hand up, all the essentials. First off is the 30-30-30 drill, and you see me start off with 30 seconds of technique here, then it'll be speed, then power, and then we'll get a rest. So when we're working our technique, we're really focusing on perfect form, proper strategy, good footwork, work on our defense, our feints, and everything else. So I'm not trying to necessarily kill the bag here. I'm not trying to drain all of my energy or make my muscles sore just yet. Instead, I'm moving with the bag. I'm giving plan A a try, all right? Closing off the distance with elbow strikes, finishing with kicks, and when that bag comes swinging back, again, I work with it. I let it run right into another elbow. Nothing too crazy until the speed comes. This is when I'm getting the heart rate up. High knees, alternating straight punches. I want you going fast on this, okay? And what I don't want to see is you jamming up your punches or resting your head. You're trying to burn out. You're trying to get your heart rate up. You're trying to fatigue the muscles. You're trying to beat up your lungs. As soon as you're done, you're going to go right to 30 seconds of power. Now, every punch is a knockout. I want you to twist your hips into every single punch. Squeeze your fist upon impact. Go to the body, go to the head, crosses, hooks, overhands, just unloading on that bag for 30 seconds, going as hard as you can. So you do need a timer for this drill. You're going to rip into that bag. Try to knock it off the chain. I want to see stuffing coming out of the bag, all right? As hard as you possibly can. Then you're going to get a 15-second rest. It's going to go by quick, so catch your breath and then go right back into it. And during this 30 seconds of technique for the second time, catch your breath, all right? Work the teeps, work the evasions, nothing too crazy. Then you're gonna go back into 30 seconds of speed, and then you're gonna finish with 30 seconds of power. This is gonna be a killer workout for you here. Cool, I personally like saving that for last. It's a good burnout drill. Okay, next up I call miss, miss, hit. You're gonna intentionally miss the bag, so you get used to retracting after missing a punch. Not every strike that you throw is gonna land, and not every strike that you throw is even gonna be blocked. If you just keep hitting the bag and you don't shadow box, when it comes time in a fight and you throw a punch and your opponent slips it, you're not going to react properly, and you'll notice that it takes a lot more energy to throw a punch and miss than it does to throw a punch that lands, okay? So I want you to get used to throwing jabs that miss to the head, to the body, throwing hooks that miss, okay, or an overhand punch. Being able to recover from that is difficult, but you have to know how to do it. You want to make sure you do it in training and not figure it out in time of the fight. This is also really going to help with your footwork too, because if you're missing the bag, you're too far away. So you need to properly step in instead of lean in for a punch. It's a great way to really improve your footwork and understanding of range. And our third is southpaw or switch stance. So you can practice switching your stances mid-combo, or you can dedicate an entire round to a switch stance. You can see I switch my stance by just doing a shuffle jab, putting my right leg in the lead into a southpaw. And for Muay Thai, I'm working my teeps, my knees, my kicks. You can just do your boxing, or you can do MMA and practice your sprawls with it as well from this position. Why would you switch your stance? Well, there's multiple reasons. Maybe you break your hand mid-fight and you need to put that hand in the rear. Another reason is because doing this on the heavy bag equally works both sides of the body. You don't just have a good jab with your left hand, you can pop your punch equally as well with your right. And another reason is Dominick Cruz, TJ Dillashaw. They switch their stance all the time. It confuses your opponent, tricks them up, and you just become a more dangerous fighter. Now, it's going to feel awkward, especially at first, but I do like to dedicate an entire round to switch stance. Blocking, movement, creating angles, setting up combos, what have you. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want more full-length workouts, we just filmed a ton over at My Fight Gym. So that link in the middle, not only is it giving you drills, but it'll be a full 10-minute video where you can follow along. And we also have MP3 downloads so you can just listen to it on headphones while working that heavy bag. Plus strength and conditioning drills, hundreds of technique videos, live seminars with myself and other coaches, and much, much more. So click that link in the middle or in the description below. On the left is my Twitter, on the right is my Instagram. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so to get the fight tips before your opponent does. Until next time, I'm Shane with Fight Tips. Self-defense for the underdogs.